Coming to our topic, microbes in human welfare. Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss the last point of our topic, that is microbes as biofertilizers. In that first point that we are going to discuss is what are biofertilizers. Second point, sources of biofertilizers. In that first we will discuss bacterial fertilizers, then fungi as a biofertilizer, and last point, cyanobacterial fertilizer, which is useful in rice field. Coming to first point, microbes as biofertilizers. Biofertilizers are nothing but the organisms that enrich or increase the nutrient quality of the soil. तो बायोफर्टिलाइजर जब एग्रीकल्चरल फील्ड में अप्लाई किए जाते हैं तो वो सॉइल की न्यूट्रिएंट क्वालिटी इंक्रीज करते हैं. देयर बाय दे इंक्रीजेज द fertility of the soil, and when fertility of the soil is increased, naturally the agricultural production also gets increased. So biofertilizers, they are more advantageous than that of the chemical fertilizers, क्योंकि chemical fertilizers का जब ओवर यूज होता है at that time what will happen, the nutrient quality of the soil gets lowered. They causes the pollution of underground water resources, and therefore they are harmful to the environment also. So now there is a trend of organic farming, and the organic farming includes the use of biofertilizers. So which are the main sources of biofertilizers? Then they are nothing but the bacteria, fungi and cyanobacteria. One by one we will discuss all these three biofertilizers. Now coming to second point, sources of biofertilizers. In that first, bacteria, there are two types again, symbiotic nitrogen fixing bacteria, and second is free living nitrogen fixing bacteria. First, you should know what is meant by symbiosis. Symbiosis is nothing but the association in between two living organisms in which both the living organisms get benefited. तो यहाँ पे दो living organisms है symbiosis association में, rhizobium and leguminous plants. So this rhizobium, it brings about the process of nitrogen fixation. That means it convert the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrate form, क्योंकि प्लांट जो है डायरेक्टली एटमॉस्फेरिक नाइट्रोजन यूटिलाइज नहीं कर सकते. तो यहाँ पे राइजोबियम बैक्टीरिया क्या करता है, एटमॉस्फेरिक नाइट्रोजन को नाइट्रेट फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करता है, दैट इज यूज्ड बाय द प्लांट्स. और यहाँ पे लेग्यूमिनस प्लांट्स के जो रूट्स होते हैं, इन रूट्स में जो ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स होते हैं उनको ये राइजोबियम बैक्टीरिया एज ए सोर्स ऑफ न्यूट्रिएंट यूज करता है, एंड देयर बाय the bacterium get also benefited and plants also get benefited, and therefore this is called as a symbiotic association, and the bacteria is called as a symbiotic nitrogen fixing bacteria. So here see the diagram where you can easily observe the nodules which are formed on the roots of leguminous plants. So ये जो rhizobium bacteria है ये क्या करते हैं, leguminous plants पे nodules तैयार करते हैं, और inside these nodules these rhizobium bacteria they live. तो ये बैक्टीरिया जब नोडल्स तैयार करते हैं, एट दैट टाइम व्हाट फर्स्ट दे डू, दे इन्फेक्ट द रूट हेयर्स. ये जो रूट हेयर्स है, इन रूट हेयर्स को ये बैक्टीरिया इन्फेक्ट करता है. इन्फेक्शन करने के बाद ये जो बैक्टीरिया है यहाँ पे कॉर्टेक्स में रूट्स के ग्रो होता है, एंड देन इट फॉर्म द नोडल्स ऑन द रूट्स ऑफ लेग्यूमिनस प्लांट्स. तो इनसाइड नोडल्स ये ग्रो होता है, नाइट्रोजन का कन्वर्शन नाइट्रेट में करता है जो प्लांट्स को मिलता है, और दिस बैक्टीरिया इट गॉट द वेरियस ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स फ्रॉम द रूट्स ऑफ लेग्यूमिनस प्लांट्स, एंड देयर बाय बोथ द पार्टनर्स गेट बेनिफिटेड, एंड सच एसोसिएशन इज कॉल्ड as a symbiotic association, and process is called as a symbiotic nitrogen fixation. Then second is the free living nitrogen fixing bacteria, कि कुछ बैक्टीरिया जो होते हैं फ्रीली सॉइल में प्रेजेंट होते हैं, एंड दे आल्सो कन्वर्ट द एटमॉस्फेरिक नाइट्रोजन इनटू नाइट्रेट फॉर्म विच इज यूज्ड बाय द प्लांट्स. तो एग्जांपल्स कौन से, एजोटोबैक्टर एंड एजोस्पाइरलम, दीज आर द टू बैक्टीरिया which also bring about the nitrogen fixation freely in the soil, कि soil में freely present होते हैं और नाइट्रोजन का कन्वर्शन नाइट्रेट में करते हैं, which is utilized by the plant, and thereby these organisms, symbiotic and non-symbiotic, both are responsible for nitrogen fixation process and increase the nitrogen content, nutrient content of the soil. In NEET examination, question can be asked, the organisms which increase the nutrient content or nutrient quality of the soil are called as, at that time your answer should be biofertilizers. Then another question, the rhizobia are there, so at that time answer should be symbiotic nitrogen fixing bacteria. Another question, the organisms which bring about nitrogen fixation freely in the soil, they are, at that time remember these two examples, azotobacter and azospirillum. Now next biofertilizer, fungi. Many fungi they form the symbiotic association with the roots of higher plants and such association is called as mycorrhiza. कि बहुत सारे जो फंगाई होते हैं सॉइल में वो हायर प्लांट्स के रूट्स के साथ एसोसिएशन करते हैं और उसे कहते हैं mycorrhiza. Many members of the genus Glomus they form the mycorrhiza. So here remember that in NEET examination question can be asked the fungus which form the symbiotic association with the roots of higher plants is, at that time your answer should be Glomus. Or question can be asked the association between the roots of higher plants and the fungi is called as, at that time it is nothing but the mycorrhiza. So this is symbiotic association and both the partners get benefited. How? Here fungi they absorb phosphorus from the soil and that phosphorus it is supplied to the plants, and plants they provide the various nutrients present in the roots to the fungi and thereby both the partners get benefited. So what is the another benefits to the plants due to this association? First is रेजिस्टेंस टू रूट बॉर्न पैथोजेंस के बहुत सारे जो पैथोजेनिक माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म जो रूट्स को और प्लांट्स को इन्फेक्ट कर सकते हैं वो वहाँ पे माइक्रोराइजा होने की वजह से उन्हें रूट्स को इन्फेक्ट नहीं करते. प्लांट्स बिकम रेजिस्टेंस टू रूट बॉर्न पैथोजेंस. देन देयर इज टॉलरेंस टू सैलिनिटी एंड ड्राफ्ट कि ड्राई कंडीशन और सॉल्ट को टॉलरेंट करने की कैपेसिटी जो होती है वो प्लांट्स में वो इंक्रीज हो जाती है. एंड ऑल्सो देयर इज ओवरऑल इंक्रीज इन प्लांट ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट due to the presence of fungi on the roots of higher plants, and they also increase the surface area of the roots of the higher plants, increase the water holding capacity of the soil, and overall fertility of the soil gets increased due to this biofertilizer. Now last biofertilizer, cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria are nothing but the blue-green algae which are autotrophic microorganisms, means they prepare their own food and they are widely present in aquatic and terrestrial environments. And these blue-green algae they also fix nitrogen, means they convert the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrate form which is ultimately absorbed by the plants as a source of nutrition. So examples are Anabaena, Nostoc, Oscillatoria. Remember these examples of cyanobacteria which bring about the process of nitrogen fixation. So what are the characteristic feature of these cyanobacteria? So these cyanobacteria they are found to be excellent and important biofertilizer in paddy fields. Paddy fields means rice field. The rice field में जब साइनोबैक्टीरिया का फर्टिलाइजर अप्लाई किया जाता है एट दैट टाइम इट इज फाउंड दैट द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ राइस हैव बीन इंक्रीज्ड बाय 50%. So these blue-green algae after their death when they are added to the soil that is called as a organic matter, और इस organic matter को degrade करते हैं various microorganisms which are naturally present in the soil and thereby nutrients are added to the soil and fertility of the soil gets increased, and therefore cyanobacteria is one of the most important excellent fertilizer to the soil and also to the paddy field. So remember here in NEET examination question can be asked the biofertilizer which is excellent for the paddy field or rice field is, at that time your answer should be cyanobacteria. Especially Anabaena play important role as a biofertilizer in paddy fields. I hope you understood all the contents of the video. Thank you.